What, no boxes? The second part of the loft is now clear. The last remaining remnants of the chimney is gone. Oh dear, dust everywhere. And so the second part of the railway layout will now start. And the first thing is to make good this wall. What fun. What fun. Welcome back to Fat Boys Junction, and a update now 3 years, well nearly 3 years on. Now, as you might be aware, I'm just in one part of my loft, which is in 2 sections, and my layout just goes round and round in circles. Now, don't get me wrong, I am very proud of what I've achieved since being forced to set up in my loft during the COVID lockdown, and I decided to become a railway modeller. Now, I never knew anything about modelling or model railways up until that point. So naturally, I am very pleased with what I have actually managed to achieve. But I've reached an impasse. I'm not fed up, but you know, you can only watch your trains go round and round for just so long. And like most modelers, I think, in this game, it's time to expand, change, and give it a bit more excitement, now that my knowledge has grown. So, what to do? Well, I think it is fair to say I have been putting off what I actually need to do, which is to bite the bullet, cut into my existing layout, and start moving into the next section. Simple, right? I've got some plans. It involves a fiddle yard, but I needed motivation. So essentially I started making some boards. I thought, well, if I start doing that, then I definitely need to get myself into the other section, or what was the point of making the boards, right? So, thanks to good friends. Well, it's time to extend. Once I win the lottery, of course. But some boards have been made, because as I get down on my knees, at long last, the second part of the loft is now clear, thanks to some good friends who worked tirelessly yesterday to help me get rid of all the boxes. So Bert Noxid, Colin Billam, Martin Athes, Reg Athes and Dave Galloway, plus my dearly beloved wife. Thank you very much. I think I've got my work cut out. Okay, so rather than prattle on, I'll leave you with a few transitions as to how the next bit went. So now it was the moment of truth that I'd been putting off for really ages. All the hard work I'd done in one corner, and I was really happy with this bit. I'd worked ages on it, putting in little plants and God knows what else. Well, it was this corner that needed to go. So yeah, out come the chisel, out came the hammer, out came the saw. My layout was about to change forever. Now weirdly, and a great surprise to me, I actually quite enjoyed doing this. I think it was the relief that I'd actually started. There was loads of bits that were able to be kept, lots of track in fact. However, the bits that were being chucked was where I'd done some experimental ballasting and it was pretty rubbish. So yeah, I wasn't too upset about getting rid of it. But the end result, well, yeah, to say the least, it looked somewhat different. And now we can crack on. Well, I finally braved it. Must admit I've been putting this off for quite some time, but I'm about to go into the next part of the loft. And I've bitten the bullet and I've cut a certain corner of this layout up, and now we're going to go into there. Yeah, all the insulation's done, sealed all the walls. Here we go. Okay, so that's where we are now. As I say, a bit of an en passe because I've basically run out of money. I am just a lonely pensioner after all, who apparently is not entitled to the winter fuel allowance. But I'm not bitter, I'm quite happy with that. So that's where we are. Thanks for watching this third update as to how my layout is going, and we'll see you on the next one. Before I bid you farewell, a while back I did purchase a HST from Hornby and a few coaches to go with it, so I'm going to review that at some point. Plus my credit card got hit at the Great Electric Train Show and these TEA bogie tank wagons fell into my bag, so I'll be reviewing those as well. But in the meantime, I've got some hiking videos to get on with, so I'm going to be a bit busy. Laters.